with your style and I need my change. DMV, I'm a the year. Legging with my fears. Rapping, but I'm quiet when I'm near. I'm always plotting on the bitches and I'm plotting on my fears. We don't need no checks from the boys. We just need respect from the boys. We don't wanna fall in love by the force. So I just get the little re-drilling with the boys here.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Manuel's Raiders going up against Wilson's Seahawks.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard. Line. Wilson on first down. Flush to his right, and he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Wilson. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage. Well, that run wasn't very successful. They did have a big one on the previous play. So you get the sense that the offense is probing around, trying to find the ones that are going to work. And when they find them, they'll keep coming back to them.
That's complete right around the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
To throw is Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. This is a true fan favorite here in the Northwest, Marshawn Lynch. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cooper again the target, and it's second down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Carr now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They'll hand to Rawls. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And look who, the former Seahawk first-round pick, Bruce Irvin, able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On play action, now Carr. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? To be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Hey, you know, switching gears for a second, we were talking before the broadcast about the 0-3 teams who might have the best chance to turn their season around right now. You got the Bengals, Browns, Chargers, Giants, and 49ers. Who do you think out of that group?
I'm going to go with the New York Giants. They play in a very tough division, as we well know. But the way the offense came alive in the 4th quarter against Philadelphia, if that continues to ascend, they have an excellent defense. supreme confidence because, remember, they went to the playoffs last season.
Right.
They think they can get back there with a quarterback who's done it at a big-time level before, in Eli Manning. So I would pick the Giants #1.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. K.J. Wright from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. From midfield, here's Carr. And he's going to go down again.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be okay. So Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. The play clock's running down. Now Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jimmy Graham, 26 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
To throw, it's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They give it to Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback, but he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.